Welcome to Muko Plays. Holy wow, it's only flippin' Crusader, a Game of Kings. Yeah, this is, if you're watching this video, you're probably familiar with what this is, but just in case, this is the total conversion mod for popular grand strategy game Crusader Kings 3. That turns it into the world of A Song of Ice and Fire / Game of Thrones, which is something I am pretty dang hyped about as a casual CK fan and slightly more than casual A Song of Ice and Fire fan, I guess. Yeah, this is super exciting. This dropped last week. It's in very early state. The devs are calling it an open beta. That's in 0.1 state at the moment, so pretty not fleshed out compared to where they ultimately plan to go. But we have a super well realized version of Westeros, along with all of the key players who you may expect. We have two start dates: 282 AC, which is Robert's Rebellion, and 284 AC, which is just after Robert wins said rebellion. And we can jump in and do any of these, which are the kind of pre-made, crafted story versions, or we can just jump in and play a ruler in Westeros, which is what we're going to do today. Which ruler, I hear you ask? Well, we're going to be playing a promising young man of no noble birth called Petyr Baelish, aka Littlefinger, aka Chaos is a Ladder, aka How do you stand for your crimes, Lord Baelish? That guy, who's somewhere around here. Yeah, there we go. That's the one. Look at this, 14 years old with a nice scar on his face from his recent failed duel to win the hand of one Catelyn Tully, Lord of Midlaw, which is just, you know, small little what's the oh, smaller than a duchy county, I guess. We're going to play it on normal. In terms of game rules, there's a bunch of stuff here that you can customize. I'm doing all defaults except for story outcomes, which I've set to semi-historical to introduce some amount of randomness. Yeah, let's jump in and fail the heck out of this thing. Because I am not very good at CK3. Or CK anything, really. CK2 was one of those games I sunk like maybe 100 hours into over various sort of phases of being interested in it and then bouncing off it and then interested in it and then bouncing off it, and pretty much the same story with CK3 as well. CK3 is definitely more accessible, but I am no expert, and I am going to do a lot of things wrong here, which should make for entertaining viewing. Alright, this is us. Lord Petyr, who is 14. We are a genius, which is always nice. We are delicate, which I'm not sure if that's ongoing or if that's just because we recently were in the thing. I think that is ongoing. And we are scarred, but in this case we're wearing it well, so that actually gives us some prestige and an attraction opinion, which is nice to have. And we are pensive, is our childhood trait. Although childhood's not yet done for us, I don't think, with us being 14. So, first couple of decisions, we're going to want to find someone to wed, and maybe we can even get educated. Doesn't... Oh, yeah, educate child. Alright, cool. Well, let's take a quick look. Good diplomacy, poor martial, excellent stewardship, excellent intrigue, average learning, almost no prowess. So yeah, stewardship and intrigue is definitely the way that would be going as a true to character Littlefinger. What would be useful? We can either try and boost that stewardship. Probably makes sense because we're probably going to go down the stewardship tree at least at first. Might be worth boosting some of that diplomacy or some of that martial. Now let's double down on what we're good at. Let's Oswald Kettler Black, that's a name I know from books. He's a thrifty clerk. Raymond, also a thrifty clerk. Let's go with this guy. Oh, and I think he's a knight, which means potentially we could squire for him as well. I don't know if we're too old for that. What else do we need to do? We need to get married. So we succession is a problem right now. We have no player heir. No living family of any kind, really. Just our guy Oswald here is the only relationship we have. So we definitely are going to want to get married and start having kids as soon as we can. So yes, fertile. Yes, heterosexual. What are we, 14? Put that there, and that probably does about the same thing that fertile does. And traits. Start thinking about what we can get for our kids. Alyssa, also genius, or intelligent at least. Amila's comely. These guys are healthy. Hale. Is my delicate congenital? It's inheritable, right? Yes. Tala, beautiful. Kind of on brand for Littlefinger to be have his head turned by a pretty woman. Do any of these also give me alliance power? Absolutely not. It's not the best. Alright. Some skills then. Not sure if it's better to go with the smart or to go with the good looking. Yeah, I'm gonna say go with the good looking, and then we have our smarts that can be inherited, our wife's beauty that can be inherited, and we'll just kind of hope no one picks up on delicate. Yeah, she's 20 and an irrational craven. Awesome. Okay, what else do we need to do here? Yep, we know. And for a maester, okay, let's do that. I don't think this costs anything. What else? Focusing on stewardship, which is good. My thinking is we'll want to go down the stewardship tree a bit and also the intrigue tree a bit to get ourselves into the, you know, the guy we want to be. Doesn't look like I can squire for anyone, so maybe I've missed the boat with knighthood. Meet some peers. Do that. Yeah, for the sake of 10 gold, let's see if we form any friendships or anything. And let's take a look at the council here. So, no spouse. Castellan Brian looks pretty poor at lots of things. Chancellor with 13, Steward with 4, which we definitely want to replace. 11 Marshal, 15 Spy Master is probably okay, but she doesn't like us. So that's something we want to fix. 11 Marshal for Mr. Admiral. And 9 Learning, but I don't think this guy's controlled by Head of Faith. And does not endorse me, so let's make sure we're swaying here before we do anything else. Get that opinion up so that we can start to get church incomes. Not doing too bad with 3.5 gold a month. Right, focus for these guys. I'm not super clear on how this mechanic works. Castellan is a mechanic specific to this mod. To me, it looks like it takes like things these guys are well skilled at, and they can support you in that. So we can have him giving me intrigue, giving me flirting, giving me martial. Intrigue's probably good for now. Organize schemes, or just give me intrigue. Seems alright. Let's do that. Oh, and then I can reassign the role like that. Okay, cool. So we could go martial and we could say fortify defenses. cool. I'll need to remember to actually use that. Chancellor, we only have 1 or 2 internal vassals, I think. 1, and it's him, so it's pointless him focusing inward. So yes, foreign affairs is good. Collect taxes is good. Train commanders is probably what we want. We did see a flag that well low on knights. I will be scheming, so let's have him support. Supply versus dollar. Well, we're not at war, so dollar. And religious relations. Yep. Cool. Alright, let's play the game. I'm thrilled that Hector, the son and heir of Lord Wallace of Broundon, would make it. Yeah, love this guy. Okay, we are betrothed. We have a maester who is 28 learning. Flipping wow. Good physician as well. Does this replace the what's it? The court doctor position? Oh my god, there are so many positions. Yes, looks like it does. Cool. Alright, so we should at least get healed well, should we ever fall ill. Kind of a shame that we can't just make him our priest, but we are not in charge of that sort of thing. Recruit a spy? No, no, doesn't want to. Okay. Hector, the son and heir of Lord Wallace of Broundon, has climbed the highest boulder around and is gesturing enthusiastically for me to follow. It wouldn't be the first boulder I climbed, but it looks like a long way up. Increasing my prowess would be okay, but I am more likely to get wounded, because... and also I'm delicate, so F that. And also it's pretty in character. Littlefinger being all, you know... I'm not going to climb boulders and play their game, I'm going to be on the ground and win my own way. Play by my own rules, not anyone else's. Hector approaches me with a heap of fabric. Heap of clothing for adults. Let's play a house together. Closer to forming a friendship. Let's play chess. Yeah, whatever. It's always nice to have friends, I suppose. Though that's super not in character. I should have chosen the other option there. Oh no. This is why we don't have friends. Oh, this is all bad. If we're role-playing, this is the right option, but I don't want to spend 150 prestige, so... yes, laws and things. That's a good point. I should be doing this stuff while I have, you know, almost no vassals to care about. And yeah, why am I not getting money from one guy? Taxable income 0.4, contribution is 20%. Republic obligation. And the guy gives me 14 troops. Can I revoke his title and just hold this myself? The Republic, which I think means no. Can I revoke his title and put someone who likes me in his place? Sure can. Should grant Rockseed to someone because yes, it's the wrong type for my form of government. Right, okay, so I should grant it to someone. Let me find an appropriate person. Just anyone with loyal or trusting content. Yeah, sure. Kettle Black's gonna be guys we work with. Okay, am I getting any more gold from that? 0.1. It's more than 0. Taxable income 0.9. I have no idea why taxable income went up there. Maybe because he's got better stewardship than the other guy did. Meanwhile, the realm is at war. Oh, just ended. Probably too late for me to jump in and claim to have been on the winning side. Damn it. That I would have been able to sway much balance with my 600 guys. Okay, that's interesting. So I guess Robert won and some people enforced some independence demands. King in the North, King in the Mountain and the Vale, King Hoster of the Trident, King Tywin of the Rock. We are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kingdoms. That probably works in my favour, because it means in the event that I ever go to war with these guys, I can get allies from here and here. And here, potentially. Instead of if all my alliances, if we're all subjects of the Iron Throne and you make alliances with people if you're rebelling against your top liege, it's not easy. Maybe hard or impossible to get people to join your war. Right. Let's speed things up a bit. Oh, I'm a man now. I'm a conscientious scribe, I'm no longer pensive. What does that mean? Learning. That's not going to do much for us and how we're going to be playing here. Okay, I need to choose the lifestyle focus, which first will be stewardship. All about that wealth. Don't really care about duty or my realm very much. As I rummaged through things, Master Oswald sleeps like a babe. The sedative I put in his tea sure did the trick. Within minutes I found the piece of parchment he hid from me. Someone is accepting an invitation, expressing their happiness and excitement to spend some time with me. The one who wrote this is my friend Hector. Seems like Oswald is planning to surprise me with a trip together with Hector. This was not what I expected. Oh, you guys. Sure. Oh wow, you are lord of a tiny little duchy here, my dude. Hmm, 7 vassals, okay. I guess it's one of those things where it's like in the context of Westeros, it's tiny, but in normal CK terms, it's probably, you know, normal size. Okay, do I do anything on here? Get more tax. Get more stewardship experience. Alright, cool. Should really make that be always the case then. So, can I negotiate my contracts? Let me guaranteed council rights, and I will give you more dudes in the event that we have Alright, meanwhile, I can choose a patron aspect. So this is like a religious stat modifier. Because I am one of the 7, I choose one of them to pray to more than the others, I guess, and that gives me prowess at the expense of diplomacy, or fertility at the expense of martial, that sort of thing. Hostile scheme, success chance, I guess, works for me. And also, let's get married. Right, now... I seduce... No, that gets rid of my sway scheme. So let's just see if nature takes its course. We are in the positive with Second Boris. Let this run to its end, and then we'll take a look at who else we might want to influence. Probably our spy master. Right, that's just formalizing what I said. You don't super need the money. Previously I've been like, yeah, of course, just get the dollar and I'll use it to buy, you know, what's the word? Mercenaries and stuff if I need to, but actually, 1, I don't think there are mercenaries in this game yet. Look like it. And 2, I always underestimate prestige cost of going to war and calling in allies and stuff like that, so actually 350 prestige is pretty good. Oh, it's gonna be the surprise party. Ah, thanks Oswell. I've arranged a little trip for you, the 2 of you. I thought you could use some quality time together. I must have been reasonably stressed if I lost 20 there and still at 26. Alright, we have swayed this guy well enough that we should now hopefully be being endorsed. A bishop. 5.7 gold per month, 1 prestige per month. Let's sway our spy master. I spawned up between the market stalls of Midlaw Hall, a heavy pouch tugging at my belt. How do I make this coin work for me? As I admire the wares of a local sculptor, my steward suddenly appears at my side. A word of advice, my liege. Have a look at the mason's workshop over there. Their wares might be simple, but their potential is great. I can invest in a sculptor's workshop, which gives me piety, which I'm not going to use for much. Holding taxes plus 10% though. Mason's workshop. Master Oswald becomes my friend. Oh, he's my my 1 vassal, so that's kind of handy. Piety, better taxes, or might fail. Let's take the risk. Hey! Bran has come to my keep, seeking a place to stay for a short while before resuming his journey to the court of the Lord. This guy's into the maester. Yeah, no harm. Right, I think it's time to start thinking about expanding our realm. Grant gives me an illuminating conversation about fighting or ambition. I'm going to say ambition. Right, let's pause a sec. Where do we want to start expanding? How do we want to start expanding? And who do we want to start expanding? Should some siege weapons. 0.3 a day, effective up to level 10. Slightly more expensive. 0.2 a day, effective up to level 8 a month, 9 a month. 31 a month, 9 a month. That's a no-brainer. What do we have? We have some light footmen. Maybe we'll get some... Oh, we can't afford anything else right now. Okay. Right. I have no claims to anything. No opportunities to make alliances, so we just want to be looking for one who is vastly inferior, like this guy here with no allies. Let's conquer this. Oh, this guy has an ally. Right, that's why. Similar. Yep, okay, cool. Right. You, good sir, can you fabricate me a claim on this? Thank you. Grant has come before me before he returns to his journey, thanking me profusely for my generosity and hospitality. He further stated he would be sure to tell his new lord and his colleagues at the Citadel of the breadth and depth of my scholarly insights. Oh, cool. We got some prestige in that. Nice. Alright, so kind of just waiting for... Hey! Pregnancy, I was going to say. And for this to take effect. I didn't look at my wife's stats. It's pretty balanced. Can definitely help with diplomacy. Might be worth just getting the boosts across the board. Especially because my marshal is great. Corwin sounds good. Okay, want to make sure that we are educating. And all stewardship all the time until further notice. Oh no. Yeah, that's right, it only cost me piety. That's... In the couple of, you know, starting runs I've done in this mod, I've not found a good use for piety. Seems like any time I would go to request a claim or go to use it for a divorce or anything like that, I'm just getting opinion penalties all over the place anyway. That mean the Pope / High Septon just won't go for it anyway. So yeah, not found a good use for piety so far. By the 7 who won, this party is boring. Eustace has got to be the worst host the world has ever seen. How can a mortal man be expected to endure the snoring celebration of mediocrity? My eyes cast about the room looking for a diversion. Any diversion. In the corner, Pelion stares daggers at me. I've got to do something to stop the evening dragging. Oh, poor spy master. This wandering, dishonorable gambler. Want to hear what I really think about you? That seems on brand. Let's insult a guy for no reason. Oh no, I've got a rival. This wandering, dishonorable gambler with no land. He's going to do whatever he can to take me down. I'm pretty well in with my spy master and my religious leader now. Best mates with my steward, who is also my worn vassal. Can I negotiate your contract then? Seemingly not, for reasons I don't understand. Meanwhile, this guy does not look well. So yeah, I could be swaying someone else, I guess. absent any reason to sway anyone else, then probably King John here. Oh, hey, also, this is Lysa Aaron Nee Tully, who I have a prior relationship with. Or at least I thought I did. Not showing anything there. I do have a hook on her for loyalty, which means can't invite her to court because she's married. Get towards recruiting her as a spy, which might be useful. Maybe I should sway Lysa instead of John. Try that. See what happens. I can also find someone for my young son to be betrothed to, which is set to all because I think with young children they don't actually show us anything. But yes, inheritable traits, yes, and then we'll probably just sort by alliance if there are alliances to be gained. The idea of an alliance with the Cleganes fills me with dread. Let's throw in with this spineless villain with 550 troops, eh? Yeah, let's go with the comely trait, and because these alliances are. Let's do this. I don't want to be in the Clegane extended family. That doesn't sound like a good time. Can you imagine the Christmas afternoons? Right, we can get a pond for carps. I'm not sure a pond for carps is what I'm interested in, but okay. Every courtier gains 20 opinion, but I lose 50 gold. No thanks. Stewardship challenge. Lose 25. Stop wasting my time and I'll lose some courtier opinion. Okay. Okay, betrothal's going through. I have that alliance. Eric, a hedge knight, has arrived at my court. He has requested permission to rest at my keep for a short while before he resumes his travels. In return, he has offered me his service for the duration of his stay. Yeah, sure, yeah. Yeah, these little kind of wandering person events seem pretty useful. It seems like you generally get more good than bad. You know, this is a dude with 14 prowess who reasonably sure. Oh, 20 prowess, nice. And some kind of tactic perks. So yeah, you know, come and join, and I don't even need to pay him for it, which is pretty good. All right, okay. I am apparently the rightful lord of Pinkstrath. Who knew? Not even me. Right, okay. So that's those guys. Let's just make sure. I have an alliance with these guys with about 300 guys. Military strength is similar to ours. We have our 600 on odd and 300 through alliance. Would be nice to get through this war without needing the alliance. Also, we can start unlocking some perks here. Did I just pay money for something? I feel like I had more gold. Oh, to get the claim. Right, die. Okay. Is it worth waiting things out a little bit just to add another men-at-arms regiment? One of these guys who do a little heavier damage. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let it run for a little bit just to build up some cash. Enough to create these, and so that we're not going to go bankrupt by having armies raised. Oh, nice. There's already big old opinion of me. We could kind of use the gold, so sounds pretty good. Alright then, let's to war. Right, so do I declare on? No, he's not holding the land. So this guy I declare on. Oh, he's my liege. I'm confused. Who am I declaring war on? This dude? It is, and he no longer has allies, or I was looking at the wrong place. Awesome. Okay, so hopefully this is nice and straightforward. Let's raise all. I was going to get another man-at-arms unit, wasn't I? Let's get some armored foot. And be able to raise all. Combine those. This isn't a holy war, but he still looks like my best commander, unless we have anyone with particularly relevant perks. Doesn't look like it. Oh no, I did not mean to remove him. It's stupid of me. There we go. Right, let's go across here. They're in mountains, so they get defensive bonus. Kind of regardless, I think. So, let's just go for it. Should win. There we go. We also got some prisoner who we can ransom. Nice, look at us expanding our empire. Alright, that seems like as good a time as any to call it for today. We'll pick it up next episode and continue to expand to see how far we can get as Littlefinger. But yeah, as always, thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you on the next episode of Mucko Plays CK3 Agot. Cheers all.